I'm here with Darin Acopan, who's the VP of Business Development at the Dentist Entrepreneur Organization. And Darin's been a great friend and a mentor for a while in this industry, and he's connected me to a lot of interesting folks over the last few years, and I appreciate that. Thank you. But one of the things I want to talk to him about, and we share this incredible business chemistry, and we talk a lot about the masterminds that the DEO does. So I want him to explain what those mean, because I am fascinated by them. I come out like I feel I just attended a Tony Robbins event and I'm energized to actually take actions. I actually did. I took 2 major actions last time based on the mastermind that you did. And the actions were not positive, but they were in terms of what happened. We had to fire some people, and your mastermind taught me how to do that. So this was really the first time I went to a place, a seminar, where I actually took some action steps, and I actually did it. So talk to us about how you have designed these masterminds and why are they so successful. So I'd love to hear some feedback on that.
Well, first of all, Amal, thank you for having me. And absolutely, we love having you and some of our other friends participate in our events. We do a combination of both live and virtual events. I think it's essential. There are so many events nowadays. You can't make heads or tails. I know it took me personally 5 years just to figure out the landscape, and then it changed again because more shows are popping up year over year. You know that, and I know that.
Sure.
I think with myself and my partners with Dr. Cooper and Jacob Poole, we're very intentional about curating a highly collegial group of thought leaders that just so happen to be dentists. These people are going to be successful no matter what. They just are entrepreneurs that just so happen to practice dentistry for the most part. And so what we found is that I find myself, in fact, going to events, getting all pumped up, speaking to people like yourself, and then a room of 99 other people just like you and me. And then I go back to the office on Monday, and I'm surrounded by people that don't necessarily get exposure to that.
Sure.
It can be draining. And so what we found is that in order to keep your batteries charged, just like on your mobile device, you need that constant connectivity. And so what we've done is, in our group itself, on Wednesdays typically, every single week, we have mastermind sessions.
Okay.
And it's sharing of business practices and what's keeping each of these individuals up at night. Well, I don't have the answers and my constituents don't, but the group does. And so we're facilitating those answers and the sharing of best practices, both in virtual and live events.
So on live events,
Yes.
you will have experts and thought leaders
Absolutely.
actually present the ideas,
Yes.
but then you will follow up with those ideas in your weekly mastermind session.
Yes.
So the key is following up.
And it's the reinforcement.
Okay.
Because too many things happen in our normal 24-hour day that can sidetrack us. And you need the guardrail set, and you need that constant infusion, if you will, of positivity and best practices. And these are best practices from other people that the efficacy is there because they're doing it themselves and or have already done it.
That's very interesting. And is that why the reason, what kind of, from your masterminds, what kind of adoption rate have you seen?
I think it's very high.
Very high.
Very, very high. Just because you don't have to, we spend a lot of times qualifying the source of information, and that's a given.
Okay.
You wouldn't be part of this group if you weren't already the upper crust, if you will.
So the masterminds are designed, are they facilitated by a moderator like you or Jake or Dr. Cooper, and then it opens up discussions? Is that how
Absolutely,
it works?
Absolutely. Very, very organic conversations. And even when we bring in experts like yourself or CEOs of larger DSOs, it's a very organic conversation. We don't script it, and I think that provides maximum value and connectivity.
So what have groups, dental groups that you have worked with, what do they come back and say is that, oh my God, because of these masterminds, this is what we were able to do? And what kind of, are you looking at their successes? Are you kind of measuring that?
We're actively looking to measure it now. I think the number one issue and the common denominator that Jake and I hear is, I don't want to feel like I'm on my own island. I don't want to feel like I'm reinventing the wheel. And this may be for a lot of them the very first time that they're around a true group of their peers that have multiple locations that are going through the hurdles of scaling up. And so that's very reassuring to be part of something like that.
It's so important, right? The journey sometimes, an entrepreneur's journey is sometimes quite lonely. And in having a group like that, not just of fellow dentists, right? Because there's lots of groups out there that you could meet fellow dentists over a dinner and talk about football. But here you are, right? You're getting together, and that's what I have noticed in terms of your masterminds and your events, is that there is intense amount of energy and focus on solving the business problems. And the masterminds are fascinating. I wish there was a mastermind in when I was doing accounting. I wish there was a mastermind of CPAs that sat together and kind of looked at problems that were facing not only our clients but even us. Dentists obviously have their own set of issues. So what does it look for the DEO in the next year? Are you expanding the mastermind sessions? Are you going to improve? I mean, we're looking forward to the June event. Are there going to be interesting speakers there?
Oh, absolutely. I think hands down, it's come to known as the Super Bowl of DSO events in the space.
Very nice.
This is the 9th year, and I think Dr. Cooper has been doing it longer than anyone else. We're just making new friends all the time. I think you'll see a good representation of our actual DEO members.
Sure.
But then we always meet new people as well. And it's got the best in class, from speakers to the audience to vendors and exhibitors. Everything has been thought out, and no detail has been left behind. We're very, very tactical and intentional about who we bring and who we invite and what their desired outcome is.
Well, we're excited about this. Anybody who is in the process of thinking about scaling their operations, they need to look at the DEO event in June, which is at the Desert Ridge and at the JW Marriott. Look them up, because I think you are going to be fascinated by what these guys bring to the table. It truly is amazing. So thank you, Darin.
Thank you, Amal.
Thank you.